Okay, hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Bad Peace Podcast. I am your host, Tati.
I'm your co-host, Armani.
And we wanted to discuss podcasting today because we get a lot of questions about our podcast. And, you know, we always talk about how podcasting isn't that easy. Like, it looks so easy, but it's really not.
It's not.
Like,
It's actually, and it's pretty, well, for me, it's nerve-wracking.
what do you mean nerve-wracking? Like,
I just, well, it's not as bad as it was at first, but in the beginning, it was like, damn, I have to think about, like, the things that people are going to say. I have to, like, I feel like I have to be on point all the time.
yeah.
I feel like I can't wear the same clothes.
Right. Oh my God. Yes.
I feel like,
But you know what? I feel like I've repeated a couple times. And
I've
like,
repeated for sure.
Yeah, and I'm like, whatever. You know, after a certain point, I was like, okay, I'm like, fuck it. Like, even like today, my hair is like fucked up, but I'm like, you know what? Whatever.
I feel like as long as you get the message.
But today, yeah, because even like today, like I think both of us, we on our periods, y'all.
Definitely.
And
That's probably why my period was late, now that I think about it.
what do you mean? Why?
I probably became in sync with you.
No, don't try to blame me. Everybody always trying to blame me for their damn problems. But listen. Yeah, you gotta like push through like shit like that. Like, especially for me, like I get bad cramps, you know what I'm saying? So
I
like,
get really exhausted.
Yeah.
So like I was like, damn,
right.
the podcast is coming up. I gotta get up. I have to be ready to talk. I have to be ready to set up.
Right.
Okay, it's just a lot.
It is a lot. And even like coming up like with topics, I was talking to some other guys that do a podcast, and they were like, I asked them like, how do y'all like come up with topics? Because it's always
It's difficult.
to like keep it going. Like, we've been doing it for a year, thank God, you know what I'm saying? But it's difficult to like continuously think of things to talk about.
You have to like kind of keep up with what's going on in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
And it's like, who wants to do that?
Right. And then that can like, for me, I'm one, like I get triggered fast. So if I see something in the media or whatever the case may be, like I shut down and I'm like, you can't really do that. You know what I'm saying? But we take breaks because mental health is a real thing. Mental health awareness just passed last
We
month.
went through a couple mental breaks on the
Yeah.
podcast too.
So, and you know, as a company, you know, you ain't supposed to do that, but it is so hard.
It's overwhelming. It's like when you're going through something mentally, you're like, I do not have it in me. Because I feel like, me personally, I feel like if I'm going through any time where I'm depressed, where I'm going through way too much, I feel like I can't give my all to the podcast. Like, I'll come on this podcast and I feel like it's been times where I've literally watched myself zone out. And it's like I'm zoning out because of the things that I'm going through.
And that's crazy because I was talking to somebody else and he noticed you do that. And it's like, it's not okay, you know what I'm saying? But it happens. And it's unfortunate that we have to be in front of the camera when our minds
Or elsewhere.
are like, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere else or...
But I think what keeps, like, it kind of keeps me going. Like, it's times where I'm like, damn, I can't wait to get to the podcast. I can't wait to do it. It's because, like, it keeps my mind busy, but it also doesn't. And then it's like, the people that keep me going is because clearly everybody just feels like I have no filter. So every time somebody see me, like, they're like, damn, I really like to listen to you because you just say whatever you feel like you want to say.
Yeah.
So that kind of keeps me going, but it's like, damn, they don't be knowing I be going through mental fucking shit.
Right. Yeah, and that's the thing. So one of the things about podcasting is, you know, your personal life and doing a job like this. But even, and for me, I have a 9-to-5 job on top of doing this. And it's just like everything. You try to have a 9-to-5 job, you doing the podcast, you have a relationship, you have a kid, and it's just like, it's a lot.
And then if you're in a relationship, it's hard because sometimes they don't understand that this is like, it's my job, but it's not your, they don't feel like it's your job.
Yeah.
So they feel like, damn, you're not gonna watch the shit you say, but it's like, you have to like, I feel like to also deal with us, you have to have like, you either can't watch it,
right,
or you have to be strong-minded,
right,
and you have to understand that sometimes we have to, like, my last relationship, I just felt like he wasn't supportive at all because he didn't let me talk about the things like that we were going through sometimes. And it's like, damn, somebody else is going through it. I can help them through it, or they can relate to what the hell I'm going through. They can help me. So I feel like sometimes you got to understand that our personal life is going to come up.
Right.
And you got to like suck it up.
Right. Because I think I was going through it one time with my boyfriend, and I don't remember what we had said on the pod. And he followed, we follow each other on Instagram or whatever. And when we were going through it, he watched one of the clips. And after that, bitch, he muted me because he didn't want to hear what the fuck I had to say. You know what I'm saying? So it is hard like that. But like you said, you got to be strong to be able to deal with somebody that has a podcast like ours that we talk about sex, relationships, and life. And if that's the type of podcast, if you're watching this and you want a podcast like that, you got to think about those things too. Your boyfriend or your girlfriend got to be strong enough to understand that it's like low key.
You do on this podcast can trigger them.
Yeah, and it's not. It's real life. We've been through these things, but it's also entertainment for others, or it's like you said, therapeutic for others, or whatever the case may be. And they could be like, I went through the same thing, and so it's not like to put our business out there like that in the wrong way. It's just that,
and even like with me, like a lot of people think I'm really wild. I say wild things. Sometimes I wish I could do the things that I say. I don't do everything that I say. Let's just make that clear. Because everybody just feel like I'm this cheater that just be everywhere around the world. I'm not, but I can be. But
your mind,
my mouth, it'll make you think that I do this shit 24/7.
Yeah, but the thing is, you saying it is like I can. You know what I'm saying? Not like that, but like even with me. It's like I could go there if I want to, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying this shit because
I want to encourage somebody else to do it too.
It's life, it happens. People out there are doing things that I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? So that, and then what else about podcasting do you feel like other people need to know when starting a podcast? It's not. First of all, if you feel like you want to have your own setup, it's not, it's not cheap. It can be, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you want to have quality. Because it's a lot of podcasts that before we started, I was watching and I was just like, I wish they had this, or what I'm saying? It didn't keep me focused on the podcast because
I hate that some of y'all have mics and it don't sound like y'all have mics. I really hate the fact that I've literally watched some podcasts where it's like, are you talking into the mic or is your mic not on? Like, is the mic just for prop? Like, yeah. To where I feel like I'm not here. I hear you, but it sounds like
it's the camera
recording you other than the
actual mic.
So it's just like, it really is about quality.
Yeah.
Lighting.
Yes, you gotta have the lighting, the
editing. I don't do editing.
She sure don't.
So that I am not that experienced.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, is like you gotta have the equipment, the editing, you gotta have your logo. You don't want to just get up there and sometimes you do gotta start where you are, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to podcasting, it's a little different because people want to have that crisp audio. They want to have that video that looks good, like she said, the lighting, and it's not like you just fucking sat on your balcony and prop your phone up and like started talking. Sometimes it is, you know what I'm saying? Like if you start like an Instagram one, okay, but if you want to get further, you have to, start upping your game.
Then I think another thing is the guest. the guests is kind of difficult because you kind of got to remind them when they come on the show, yeah, we understand that you're in a relationship, or we understand that you don't want to spill everything, but please don't come on here and just not say anything. Don't be too vague, or I don't me personally, I don't like it when people come on, like some people ask to come on and then they're like don't you gotta do that. You have to understand that it's like, you can come on here, you gotta be yourself, open
and that's
up.
The thing, we here to have a conversation. It ain't like we, you know what I'm saying, put it on for the camera, I guess. Like, we here, like, let's talk like we usually talk,
like we
when
talk
the camera's
when
not
the cameras
here.
are off.
Yeah,
like, it's like we've talked to people when the cameras are off and they spill it all and they are just crazy. It's funny, and it's like sometimes people don't understand. This is why we asked you to be on the show, because we know you outside of the camera. Mm-hmm. And I be trying to tell people, like, because there's a lot of people that come up to me like, can I be on your podcast? But I don't want to bring the people on that be like, damn, Money, you brought this person and they're not even talking. So I be having to tell them, like, are you sure? Like, don't get on that camera and be saying that you shy.
Right.
Or like you can't say certain things, because we get on this every weekend. Yeah. And say whatever the fuck comes to our head.
And that's the thing too. Yeah, when we do have guests, it's like you try to pick, because a lot of people ask, can we come on the show? Can we come on the show? And it's like, yeah, we want you to come on the show. But like she said, you got to be ready to, because we ask questions that be like a little in your business. You may not want to answer. Yeah, we be in your business. Have to answer this question. Yeah, and two, having guests, like I said, when people are asking, it's a lot, because we also have to do shows by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We don't forget about everybody, but it's hard to like keep up. Keep up.
Y'all don't, sometimes they don't understand. Like, it's been times where sometimes I don't even tell you. I don't even say it, because it's just like, look, y'all want to be on and y'all expect to be on by next weekend. Yeah. Then next weekend come, we already have it in our head
what we doing,
the guest is, or what we're doing, and it's like, damn, low key, we then went on with that one. Yeah. We forgot that you wanted to be on it, because later on down the line, the next day, somebody else asked to be on it. And it's just like,
it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Like, it's a lot to get around to everybody as guests. It's a lot. And I be feeling like, damn, the people that is asking me, like, you'll be cool on the show and all. Yeah. But it's like, damn, we gotta make sure we get to you, but also we have to because put the topics around who you are.
Right. Like, yeah. We gotta mold that around each guest, because like you said, of who you are. And even location. Like,
oh, that was a big, especially in the beginning.
Yeah, we had a problem. We had problems like trying to lock down a location. Even like, y'all see, we back in a place that we recorded in before, but
the pandemic
hit, and it was just like, what the fuck are we gonna do now?
Because you can't sit on the bed with us. We can't all just be in the bed.
Exactly. Make it make sense.
Some people said they wanted to be in the bed because they felt like it was a cloud. Like, I just know we're not going to be bunched up in the bed on mics. Like, no, that's not.
And then I love that scene or that look in the bed where we first started. But we had a problem there. So now we can't record there, and it's just like, okay, now what? So we got to move to another location, and it's just been crazy.
It's a lot.
Yeah, but hopefully, like the studio, everybody's liking the studio, so that's
loves that.
Yeah, that's a for sure spot that we can go to, but we just can't do it every time.
Yeah, no.
So we have to switch it up, unfortunately, and we don't want to look like we are inconsistent, but it is what it is. So if we gonna be here between here and that studio and call it what it is, and we do have another, that third location right here, but It's just we had a little mishap today, and we had to record it here.
It's like you got to find compromise. You have to you really have to think with your head, because me personally, the mishap we just had would have canceled the whole podcast today.
See, that's
it would have been the end of it. It was something so small, but it would have been like, fuck it. Yeah, no podcast today. We're just not doing this today.
But that's because you're on your period, and you know
I'm exhausted.
It's a lot.
If I have a way out, I might find my way out and back to my bed.
Right. But yeah, y'all. So when you want to start a podcast, think about everything. Start from, you know what I'm saying, where I'm gonna do this at.
And then a lot of people, we have to let this be known, we're not making money off these podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not something where you just be like, oh, I'm going to start a YouTube and oh, it's going to be so easy. And all this, you think you're going to get all these views because you know all these people, everybody say they watching it. Everybody, I love the people that do support us, because it's some people
we love y'all.
Who
we appreciate y'all.
It's probably some people that repost and don't watch. Mm-hmm. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I appreciate the people that watch. I appreciate the people that repost. But it's like, you think that you have to have a certain amount of everything to get even paid for this. Like, or you have to, like, we curse a lot. At certain moments you're not supposed to be cursing. At certain moments you're not supposed to be doing this and that to make the money. And it's just like, damn.
Yeah. So you really, but the thing is too, you really have to be on top of your shit, because we almost had a sponsor. Mm-hmm. We almost had a sponsor, y'all, and we just wasn't on top of our shit, and so we responded.
I see why people have assistants.
Yeah,
because even
with our Instagram
personal pages, our personal pages, there's times where I don't really click my requests like that. I probably click my requests twice every 2 months, or every month, or twice every month or something. And then I'll go and I'll see, like, a month ago I missed somebody that was trying to even get us in clothing or get us in this type of thing. And it's just like, damn, it's certain things that can make us so much bigger,
right? But
it's hard to even get around, because you kind of forget that, damn, this is a job, because we do it Saturday, and then
between Friday and Saturday,
Friday, Saturday. After Monday, it's posted. It's like kind of we go on about our lives, and then back again on Saturday. So you can kind of don't even think damn.
Especially when you have, like I said,
about the podcast, right?
Or even when, like with me, I have a job in between that. So come Monday, I'm working on the podcast or uploading it and putting clips up, and I'm at work too. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. And like you said, with not making money from it, it's hard. So the sponsor, not making money, and you know what I'm saying, it's hard to stay motivated. But if you enjoy what you're doing, then it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, it ain't like a big ass issue.
It's not, because it's like with me, sometimes it's a mental escape for me. And I like to come, and I like to, even when we have guests, I don't know, my favorite ones are when we have guests, because I know it's going to be probably something super hilarious.
Yeah, something crazy.
It's just I really do enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
I really do.
I think it's definitely fun. And like I said, it depends on what you're starting. If you're starting to make money,
you're gonna be doing it every other day. You're gonna be wanting to do it every other day.
Because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, start with those dreams, and of course you always want to make money from what you're doing, and sometimes it takes people 3 years, sometimes it takes people 7, like Joe Budden. It took him, I think, about 5 years before he started, you know what I'm saying, started getting recognition. And these other girls I know, they took 3 years, because the podcast was already rolling, but it took them 3 years to, you know what I'm saying, and we only in year 1. And like you said, with the views, our shit don't match from Instagram to YouTube.
And I think that's another thing. Our following isn't as big to where it's easier for people to go and watch our YouTube if they just can swipe up.
Yeah.
But it's now we got to go to the page, click on the YouTube link. So it's kind of it's a damn.
do I really want to watch this? But we are working on like, and that's the thing too, that we working on Apple Podcasts. And I'm thinking like, okay, I'm about to, do the Apple Podcast shit. And I'm thinking, okay, it's probably only going to take a couple hours. Bitch, they have to fucking approve you to be on their platform, and it takes weeks. And so we've been pending for like 2 weeks, and it's just like, what if they don't, you know what I'm saying, approve like, it is a lot.
It's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. I don't want to discourage nobody.
But don't be discouraged. Like,
one thing of advice I do give people is, if you're gonna do it, it's kind of best to like do extra episodes, because it's times where we don't know, like, I'll just end up in a spur of a moment having a trip, and I have to tell her like, oh, I gotta tell you, I'm not gonna be able to be there on Saturday because I have this trip. I don't know if you either want to do it with somebody else or want to do it alone, or you just want to take the break. Yeah. But it's best that you have extra episodes for times like those where you could be like, okay, we could just use that for that episode.
Right. But then, like, we started doing hot topics and stuff like that. So, like, if we did do 2 episodes, it would be like, you behind the week, or, you know what I'm saying? Or you have to choose a topic like this where it doesn't, you know what I'm saying?
No hot topic is even a topic.
Right. Yeah. So, you guys, I do encourage everybody, if this is what you want to do, you better do it. And do it as to what you can afford. Like I said, I know quality is
a major thing.
Yeah, it's a major thing, because that's what we get complimented on the most, is that our quality is, amazing. And even with the video, and I'm thinking like, shit, the video be looking trash sometimes to me, but people will be like, I love the video. The audio is amazing. And it's just like, it makes you feel good that you are doing, you know what I'm saying, something that
to see
people
that
can enjoy.
People are like actually acknowledging it.
Yeah.
Like, they like, even when we changed over to the studio.
Oh yeah, everybody
was like, oh, I'm so proud of you, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, I love the studio. It's so nice, and people there are nice and everything. You get an engineer, and like with this, we gotta mess with the controls and all the chords, and you know what I'm saying. But I appreciate, that we started from doing all the legwork with the equipment and learning how to work it and putting it all together, because that's where you get grounded in. You don't just start from the studios.
One day the studio, just like say the pandemic comes around again,
we would have been out of commission if we would have started from the studio.
Yeah, if you start from the studio, it'd be like, damn,
now we gotta
how did we figure this out? Or you gotta know what goes where and how to hook certain stuff up. And it's just like, it's a good thing to start on your own. Yeah. Like, or it's better to start on your own and go ahead and go up before you depend on somebody else doing it for you.
Yeah. So what I wanted to tell y'all, I wanted to run down a list of everything that you need to buy in order to become a podcaster. So what I started off with, because I think in total I spent about $2,000 for all the equipment. So number one, you got to get some quality mics, the quality mics, the stands, and ring lights, what are these called? Box lights. Yeah, box lights. You're gonna need a laptop.
This little thingamajigger.
Yeah. So with the audio interface, right? You're gonna need an audio interface for your mics to go into, so the audio can be as crisp as this or whatever the case may be, or even better, I don't know. But you unplug your mics into your audio interface, and you can get a H6 Zoom. You can get the Behringer audio interface. what do they call it, the mixers or whatever the case may be. And what else we got? Lights.
That box of stuff seemed like it's
we got this big ass box to put all this equipment in.
Look at everything. It's really not that much, but it's it's a lot. And I don't like setting up.
Yeah.
Let me just throw that out there. I do not like setting up.
Yeah. It's not the greatest thing. And after you're done, you got to tear the shit down and put it back in place. Oh yeah, you guys are gonna need a camera. We use a M5 Canon M5 or Canon M50. See, we use a Canon M50, but it's up to you. The Canon M50, you can set it up and either have the video go to your laptop so you can see yourself, or you can have it on your phone so you can see yourself, and make sure the angles are right. And sometimes we fuck up on the angles even still.
Yeah.
Because back in the day,
I don't feel like you get my good angles.
Excuse you? I don't get your good angles. That's just how you look, bitch. No, I'm just kidding. I be feeling like I be looking fucked up, but it is what it is. Like, I don't know if people are here to just fucking look at us or to listen to what, you know what I'm saying, we saying.
Some people probably be like, Money got bags under their eyes.
You do be having bags in your eyes. I do too. I got them right now, bitch.
So we're not going to pick up me.
I have it. I don't be able to sleep when I'm on my period.
Person. I'm not gonna I'm not finna get up and do all that makeup stuff. And on top of that, even like that, for women who do wear makeup, you have to have certain makeup for certain lighting.
Yeah,
I don't know if women know that, but it's like certain flashes hit you the wrong way. Yeah. So certain things, which I'm glad I don't do. See. And I feel like I'm not gonna fix it. So just leave it. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
But yeah, you gotta, I mean, but that's if you care about, like, you know what I'm saying, what you look like on camera, because some people don't give a fuck and or some people just want to do audio. So if you don't need a camera, you just get your audio recorder, plug it up into your computer and your microphone, and you just gone. Like, and sometimes they do have a USB microphone. If you only gonna do audio, then you just plug the microphone up to your computer and get on guitar band and just start fucking talking and upload it to Buzzsprout or whatever, which is cool podcast.
Because some people, I've actually, like, I have a male friend that actually tells me he mostly just listens to it. Like, he just he'll get on the freeway, he'll drive, and he'll just turn his on. And
that's why I'm like, can't wait for Apple Podcasts to accept us, because that's another thing too about YouTube is that, some people don't have YouTube Premium or whatever the case, where you can exit and still go about your day.
Is that what YouTube Premium is?
I think so. I mean, you don't get ads. You don't get ads, and I think you could like close it out, or minimize it and still use your phone and just listen to it.
Have one thing, another thing.
What's that?
You have to make sure you promote.
Yeah,
I feel like we can do better too. Because we need to. I feel like with us, like, we'll promote the day of the day of the drops,
and then that's it.
And then you'll never see the promotion again. But I think you gotta have some consistency.
I also too feel I be feeling bad, like, because I'm promoting on my Instagram and on the podcast, and a lot of people that follow me on Instagram follow the podcast, and so it's just like they seeing this shit.
Girl, I want to see you and not your podcast.
Yeah, so it's hard. It's really hard.
And then it'd be like, with me, I'd be like, sometimes I'd be embarrassed, but I'd be like, damn, I need everybody to watch this. So I personally, I send it to everybody in their DMs. Yeah, and they probably like, damn, here this bitch go again, this fucking podcast. Yes, here I go. Watch it, repost it, do something with it. I'm sorry, here I am. Yeah. But you don't, it's certain people that ain't following the podcast. So it's like, damn, I got to send it to you on my personal account.
Yeah. And you do got to promote. You really do. Because otherwise, how are people going to know about? And that's my thing too. Like I said, with our views on YouTube, they used to be like really going well, but things happen. and they're not that great anymore, I still appreciate everybody who click on our YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we started from really nothing. And then when we first started, we didn't even like, our shit went up. Mm-hmm. How many views that got?
The first one?
Yeah.
The first one, I really don't know the amount, but literally it was like everywhere.
Yeah, it was like 1,000 for our first day.
For our first day, that was like,
I was like,
it was
what?
Like, what in the like, what the hell?
It was like, but
I went outside and everybody was like, I seen your podcast. I heard what you be doing. And I'm like, damn. So everybody really was watching it. Like,
yeah.
And it wasn't something I expected. And even before we even posted the video, when we actually promoted the podcast, I didn't expect to get like followers like we did. It was just like, damn, it's everywhere.
Right.
Like, I really didn't expect it. I didn't expect none of that.
Baby, I was expecting like 20 views. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I was
sure.
at like my mind was not like where it had went. So like I said, we appreciate y'all. And if you have any questions about starting a podcast, you know, we want to see everybody eat. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If that's what you want to do. And like even though it ain't no money when you start off, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe you will take off, and you know what I'm saying? You never know. You never know. So if y'all have any questions about the, you know, equipment more in depth, DM us, email me, whatever the case, whatever you want to do, you know, leave a comment and we'll answer the questions. Anything else, Money?
Do what makes you comfortable, because in the beginning I used to have to get drunk, and even though it was just us two, I was just like, damn, it's the camera and it's, I don't know who gonna watch it.
Yeah.
So I mean, do whatever you feel like makes you comfortable to be yourself. Like, be yourself when you do this. Like, don't pretend that you're somebody else. Like, don't be too shy. Just be who you are and say what you want to say. And me personally, I live on this podcast carefree. Like, even when it comes to, like I said, with my relationships or whoever it is,
family,
you either gonna deal with what the hell I said, or you gonna go ahead and skate. And that's because this is something I love to do. So if you can't get with it, then you're just not the person that I need in my life.
And that's a period. So yeah, let us know, y'all, and we appreciate y'all for watching. And like, comment, subscribe. We'll talk to y'all on the next episode. Peace.